And welcome to another video from the Ginger and the Travelling Coffee Cup. Today's video, we're flying down to London Heathrow, so you'd expect me to be going in that direction, right? No, actually, everything apart from Ryanair is down there. We're away, Terminal 2. I'd love to know why this is all blue, but there we go. It trips this camera out, no end. But yes, EasyJet finished out at T1 yesterday, and look at the difference. The Skylink is empty. I am not used to seeing this empty at Terminal 1. Even no Emirates, no EasyJet, no party at Terminal 1, clearly. Even, there's no one waiting for a taxi at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's another oddity. These aren't working, I don't think they will be now, because there's only Ryanair down here. Eventually, Terminal 1 will no longer exist, because Terminal 1's becoming Terminal 3, Terminal 3 staying as Terminal 3, and Terminal 2 staying as Terminal 2. So we're going to have Terminal 2 and Terminal 3. Can someone not count? Anyway, we're going to make our way over to Terminal 2. And it is 3 o'clock in the morning, so we'll not be able to get through for the flight. And, according to Flight Radar, it is already 25 minutes delayed. Even though the plane is here. I don't know how it's delayed, but there we go. So we're going to walk across to Terminal 2, and I'm going to get a coffee. Because at 3 o'clock in the morning, that's what you need. It's even turned my yellow coat blue, which is a bit weird. But let's head over there now. Let's see some EasyJet planes on T2. That sentence feels really weird to say, but let's do it too. There's one advantage it has over Terminal 1. I'm going to show you it now. Quite rightly, the sign's now up saying they operate from Terminal 2, and they have working, movable people movers. And I'll prove it to you because I'll get on that one and we'll go for a... and I'll move without having to walk. Will he update that side of the Skylink? I have no idea. Probably not. We go to Belgium, where we're going from Terminal 1. And then, the very next flight after that will be the flight I take from here in Manchester to the Middle East. I generally can't wait. But let's go on the people mover. This cost to fix and to change the people movers to ones that work. Manchester Airport, that is money well spent. But I will see you when we're in Terminal 2. This one's still a bit blue. Before we get into T2, and we experience T2 with every airline in it known to man apart from Ryanair, just thought I'd tell you this now. We went to London, as you know. This flight with BA, British Airways, was cheaper there and back than the train. Yes, you heard me correctly. Here was the price of British Airways. Here's the price of the train. Now, I love the Avanti West Coast Pendolino. I think it's great. It's not a Nevero, but we move. But more than a plane. Okay, then, that makes complete sense. It gets better than that, guys. I've just thought. In fact, no. I'll save that. I'll save that for the next flight we take, because Oh, it makes the train look ridiculous. Anyway, into T2 we go. Welcome to EasyJet's first day at Terminal 2. I think they're making a right song and dance about it, guys. Let's have a look. Wish we were flying with them. What if they do anything special today? Oh, they got balloons out. I wonder if they're going to have the Manchester Airport social media team out today, because they were out yesterday for the Emirates arriving. They were out in full force for that. Do EasyJet get the same or not? Bit unfair if they don't you think? Oh, the Zone A is Jet, Zone B, 2E, Zone G, Jet 2. All the other zones at the minute are all empty. That's actually new, that wasn't up yesterday. Now, when next time we come to T2, here's the rundown. That, right there, Zone D, is where Emirates goes from. That's where they were yesterday, and all the pomp and circumstance out for that. The cause and effect of that is Qatar have now moved down to Zone F. I don't quite know why or how, but that's what Manchester Airport decided, and whatever pays the bills, I suppose. Whatever keeps the lights on. There's all the Emirates stuff. There it is, the 6:10 to London. Opens at 3:30. It's not even 3:30 yet. Shows how early I've turned up, doesn't it? This is all for Air France and KLM. But we've celebrated Halloween now. Halloween's done. So, Manchester, one question. Where's your Christmas tree? So, security, breeze. Straight in, straight out. No problems. Perfect. And there's the site I'm going to call EasyJet on Terminal 2. When something just doesn't look right, you know what I mean? BA should be over there, so we'll be on the A pier. What duty free's like at 4 o'clock in the morning at Manchester Airport, shall we? I've got to say though, security for this time of morning was quiet. And I love those new X-rays, those new X-rays are brilliant. You know, I didn't have anything in it to like cause a problem, so... yeah. Anyway, let's see what duty free's like, shall we? So here is Terminal 2. Duty free's behind, I don't want to film it because of the music that's going on. I think over there is where the Wetherspoons will eventually situate itself. But let's go and see the new bit that's recently opened. I do say recently, it's been open for a while, but we've not seen it on the channel yet. That's where we'll be going in April 1903. Booked and paid for. Can't wait to do that. I don't know why, but I expected Terminal 2 to be a lot busier than it is, considering EasyJet are over right now. But then I kind of have to remember that it's the winter schedule. There's a JD, not as big as the one in the Trauma Centre. So here's the new part. ABM for wheelchairs are here. Great views of the apron at night, I can't lie. The third Starbucks at Terminal 2. One before arrival, one before departures, one in departures and one in arrivals. Upper crust. Joe and the Juice. I thought it was just Joe and Juice, but clearly I was wrong. Lego store. I think when this is a little too young to be getting anything out of there. Rituals, Pandora, and World Duty Free, and a massive seating area, and Manchester Great Northern Market. That's been like that for months. Manchester Airport is slowly getting back to its brilliant best, and when all this is open, hopefully in April, he says, with absolutely no hope of that, we'll see what happens. But we're going to find somewhere to sit and just to hunker down for the next hour or so. I've got a board, literally there. Let's down here and have a look in the Lego store. Why not? So, we all know that I have this model of Lego. Well, I've just been in the Lego store, and along with that model, what's my favourite plane? The Boeing 747. What's my favourite thing in Florida? The space shuttle. If you combine the two, you get this. Oh wow. Well, I think if I bought that now, I think my mum would probably kill me, I can't lie. She'd be like, what the hell you brought that for? You've not built Concon. Well, I feel like buying it in case it disappears and I can't get hold of it, and when I do have a fixed address, and I will build Concorde. I'll build the F1 cars I bought, because I started building them and then stopped. Yeah. 2025 has been a struggle, to say the least. But hopefully next year, 2026, I'll have everything sorted. I'll have a place that I'm living. Middle East will happen, and it'll be fantastic. So Concorde will be built, the F1 cars will be built, and Concorde will be built. You're going to be like, well, why are you going to do that, Paul? Well, back in the sands of time, I used to do home videos, and I've not done them since, on a regular basis since COVID, I think. Bringing them back. And that just makes a nice backdrop, seeing them all built behind me. Imagine if you like watching one of them and one of them just breaks. I'll be like, I'm foretelling what's going to happen in the future. You're probably thinking, where are you sat? Well, Pandora and the Lego store, that's going to be the Great Northern Market, and I think Spoons is going downstairs. Don't quote me on that, I don't know. I do work here, but they don't tell me these things. When near any of the shops doing this bit to film is because if I'm anywhere near any shop, especially this time of year, you're probably gonna hear in the background "All I Want for Christmas Is You" by Mariah Carey, which means I won't be able to put that on YouTube because it'll be copyright stricken, and that will be that. I don't do copyright strikes, so we're gonna sort that out. That's why I'm doing it here. The weather is terrible, not frightful. So I'm hoping that Heathrow is not as rainy as that. I mean, I've got a coat on, I've got my Timberlands on, but still, you never know. But one thing I will say about this airport, from getting to the boarding gate to out of security, 5 minutes. Those 3D scanners are brilliant. Love it. I don't have to take anything out of my bag, I'll just have to take my coat off. I didn't even have to take my boots off, which is not used to that. So then I'm going to wait for the plane, and then the next bit you'll see will be B-roll walking to a pier and getting on the plane. Just hope it's fun, that's all. No, I don't want to get to Heathrow and it's raining about. We'll see what happens though, guys. thing I think Manchester Airport should do, and this is just my opinion, these white walls, put destinations on the walls. Do something with the walls, because a white wall's a bit boring. You know what I mean? I mean, it's a brand new terminal. It's functional. I'll give it that, right? But what I want to do, I know ahead of time which one's going to win, but which airport's better? This, Abu Dhabi, done it, Doha, and Dubai. I think that we know which three are going to be the top three. They could do so much more with this. I mean, look, it's like walking the halls of a hospital. It's just white walls. It was like, come on, do something with it. You know what I mean? I'm not asking for a lot, just something. Because near the D gates is all the old school terminals. It's all purple and stuff. But it's got pictures of destinations. I'm like, you've done it before. Do it again. Oh, I was at the side down. It doesn't work. But there's just little things it could do, and it just would make the experience so much better. But I don't pay the bills. I just think this airport could be so much better than what it actually is, just from a passenger experience. And personally, I think just make it slightly better. Just an extra bit there, an extra bit there would make it perfect. But yeah, you go from Manchester Airport to Manchester Airport Hospital in about 200 yards. So, but let's make our way to the plane and see what's going on. Look at this. Look at the corridor. Now, before, people know why it's that long, right? Because of the planes. I don't get why there's a massive problem with them. I've got to say, getting a British Airways flight from T2 is a bit weird. First ever everything. But this is what the 1.3 billion transformation did. And I've got to lie, I can't lie, it's actually nicer being in T2 because you've got space to walk around. It's actually quite a nice terminal to be in. And we're literally right next to the gate, but the gate's there. Today we're taking off from A5, and we're boarding now, so hopefully we won't be too far away until we're on that A320. Biometrics, so I've got to have this checked and my face. Hopefully it matches the picture that the biometric gates took at the front. But the next thing you'll see will be me making my way down to Jet Bridge, if I can get a video of it. But I can promise you will see me on the plane. Seat Talk magazine, USB connectivity, single table, seat back pocket with the information in, seat 10A with a view of the engine, beautiful. Literature only in there apparently. they've not got anywhere for the for a tablet PC to go, unlike its bigger brother, its bigger sister, sorry, the A350. But yeah, quite good to see. You've got the retractable headrest, which can support your head, which is very nice. But all in all, really good. So yeah, the next thing you'll see will be out there going a considerable bit quicker. Now I don't know which way we're taking off. Sometimes we should up that side of the plane, but we live and learn. Anyway, I'll see you when we're in the air. Here's the price of the flight. You're thinking, the train's got to be cheaper, right? Here's the price. Yeah, nah, I wasn't paying that, so of course it gives me a few more Avios points, so bonus. Oh, we're serving the in-flight snack service now, so right. I'll show you what that is when it arrives on the table. Central London, I get that, but it doesn't cost the price of the difference on the tube on the Elizabeth line into the centre of London. In a taxi, yeah, fine, it would probably cost you the difference. sunrise out of that window. The sky's turning a lovely shade of blue, but I can't show it because you won't see it. I did check Heathrow before we left, and I don't know if the process of changing runways.
Good morning once again for these ladies and gentlemen. Quick update. We have started our descent down into London Heathrow. Expecting to be on the ground in approximately 20 to 25 minutes from now. Current conditions on the ground in Heathrow, there's light rain, it is 4 degrees Celsius, and there's a light wind going from the north-easterly direction. I'll do my very best to keep you updated if anything changes between now and when we are on the ground. And as I say, I do hope you're having a pleasant flight with us this morning. Thank you.
We've been in the air 10 minutes. But yeah, again, brilliant. You don't get a drink and a biscuit for free on the West Coast, even in, you know, economy, you know what I mean? But, yeah. On a lovely summer's day, when there's no rain, seeing that would be beautiful. But, yeah. I don't get the pricing structure that the trains use, I really don't. But, we flew, and it helped with the ambiance points. So unless the weather changes, as you heard, it's light rain, so I don't think it will. I'll see what I can see out the window when we get nearer London. The kick in the teeth is, if it's the approach to
approaching London Heathrow
that
Terminal 5,
it should be on that side. Oops. See you in London. First time ever at Heathrow Airport, I had to get a bus from the plane to Terminal 5, and it was really quick, really easy, straight through, straight out, and this is where we end up, in the very large arrivals hall of London Heathrow's Terminal 5, which means it's the end of the video. I do hope you enjoyed it as much as I have. I've got to say I thoroughly enjoyed that flight, even if the takeoff roll was ruined by the weather. Britain in November, what to expect, eh? Anyway, I do hope you enjoyed as much as I have. If you did, don't forget to like, share, comment, subscribe, hit notifications for the video. Me and the coffee cup, which is in the bag, we'll see you in the next one.